Either way, whatever is spoken of will be known, or rather is already known. So I don't understand why people are feeling so pressed about some things being talked about in public. It's like everything was hidden from sight, and when you start talking about it, it's like you are the culprit, the one exposing it. But don't they really look around them at their immediate surroundings, or whatever, wherever they are? Aren't they aware that already people are openly talking about just that topic that they don't want you to be talking about? It's as if it's okay for other people to talk about it, but it's not okay when you talk about it. And it's not like you're talking about it because you know it's talking about them, but you are just guided to talk about it because that is just how it is meant to be. It's like they're closing their ears and eyes to that which is spreading around themselves and creating a delusional reality. They want to believe, but because they are focused on destroying you so much, it feels to them that whatever mishap that happens to them, or whatever talk that concerns them, pinches them, even worse than how they thought it would. They find you to be guilty for exposing it. And yet everyone else is talking about it. It's not just you. That if it hadn't been for your talking, it would not have gone round. As if you are the one who started it, and yet you are not the one who started it. Somebody else started it. And it went around. And it's just probably maybe you just recently got about it and you started talking about it. But that's a big problem to them. But you have nothing to do with any of that, especially if you were just talking about something that you knew, but not in particular didn't know who it belonged to. And after all, the talk concerning them was already being talked of even before you mentioned anything. In fact, probably you were one of the last to know about it. So welcome back if you're coming back, and welcome if it's your first time we are sharing opinions and guidances. And welcome. So, but they feel pressed about it because they think you were the one that started it, and then they go all the way to look for ways to defame you and make you look like a liar when the resource for the truth about them was as obvious as daylight, and it was coming from a source that had nothing to do with you. And they themselves were the reason that it started coming out because of their own activities and behaviors. I mean, people are not stupid, and they don't realize what is going on no matter how hard they try to hide it. It was just a matter of time until when the whole truth was just to be revealed to the public for everyone to know. And why are they pressed? It's all because it was proving that all the lies they spread about you were all nothing but pure lies. That's why they're pressed. Lies they fabricated about you to make you look like the villain, and they presented themselves as your victims. And that's why they're feeling pressed, because what they did is what is happening to them. Actually, it's not what they did is happening to them. What they wanted for you is happening to them. Can you imagine that? They do all the bad things when they thought no one was watching and that there was no evidence. And then they point a finger to you and make it as if what they did to you, you did that to them. And they were there with great grandiosity, playing a wonderful theater of show, crying, "Wolf, wolf." Absolutely. I don't know what. I don't even have a word for that. I mean, what kind of a word could really explain all this drama play? My condolences to all who fall for such kind of a setup, because that is really too much of a burden to carry. You are just one person versus a whole group of people who consider themselves intellects, and they consider you ignorant, having no mind of your own. They don't think that you have a mind of your own that you could think of. And the truth is, it's the other way around. Only you don't judge people wrongfully the way that they do for their own egos. I mean, who are these people? Even aliens would deny that they belong to their group because they have their own rules about dignity. Aliens only attack when they believe that they really is a threat, not just lashing out just because they feel like doing so. And I mean of the spiritual realm, because for human beings, what they don't understand from the other dimensions, they consider as aliens. Actually, they're just beings created by God. And they also have their own lives, and God put a veil over our eyes so that we don't get scared. But highly intuitive people are gifted in being able to experience their presences. Anyway, that's not our topic now. And people catch them even red-handed in their activities, and they still deny and deny and deny, even though everything is in the open served, or is in the open served for everyone else to say. They give themselves away, and they actually don't have to do anything. They expose themselves with what they do egoistically. May God not make us be like such examples. Amen. People like such will always talk whether you do something or not. You're just their focus to destroy, and they feel like they need to come after you, whatever case, and you don't need to have done anything to them. It is just that God orchestrated all this so that you get to where you are supposed to be, and it worked because it's pushing you to interrogate everything that you have and be mindful of everything in your life, and that is a win-win situation for you. So be thankful and grateful to God. Everything is working out good for you, and I hope that helps reduce any anxiety or nervousness of anyone, that all those accusations and projections they did on you and they're still doing, they only have themselves to blame. They can't blame you. It's not you. Even if they blame you, it's not your fault. You have nothing to do with it. Their actions is what brought them to how they are right now. You gave them the best of you, and they abused that chance. So it's what do we say? Hasta la vista to them, and they deserve whatever consequences that come up. And for that, I hope it helps somebody. And so till next time, much love and God bless.